What's up, everyone? My name is Aaron from the WARBAND Network, here with another game review. Today we're going to be doing Mordheim, City of the Damned, an amazing game by Focus Home Interactive that actually takes a game from Games Workshop, a wonderful tabletop game that's discontinued as of the making of this video, the Mordheim game, which was a tactical skirmish game, which you would have a warband, one of multiple factions, actually constantly going through battles, and you could have permadeath, injuries, that sort of things. So it made it really unique. Now, Mordheim, City of the Damned, recreates that for the PC, and it really does some cool stuff. So I'm going to show off some of the factions, and then I'll actually get into some of it. Now, one thing is with this game, there's a bit of DLC with it, unfortunately, but I think it's worth it. So this is where DLC is done nice, and it adds unique mechanics, which I think is good. Now, as of this video, you have 6 warbands you can create, and you can also get some special units. So the first one is the Witch Hunters. So they're kind of one of the religious factions in the Empire that kind of like tries to purge magic and anything that's not in line with Sigmar. They can do some terrible, terrible things. They are very much based on the Spanish Inquisition. Well, partially the Spanish Inquisition, but like Inquisition, witch hunting, Salem, that kind of thing, and they kind of do that. Next is Human Mercenaries. They're a very generous faction. They got a good amount of equipment, well-rounded characters. They're not the best at anything in particular. They're just very good all around. And you can get some handguns. You can get think of like a old military mercenary group that would have been in the I would say early Renaissance almost. Next we have the Sisters of Sigmar, which are kind of like a sorry, I had a cough. Which are kind of like a sisterhood, like almost like nuns, but warrior nuns. And pretty much what they're trying to do is in Mordheim, when this giant comet struck, they kind of survived, and they got these crazy powers, and they can do better in combat. And then they're armed with faith in the Warhammer. Next you have the Cult of Possessed Chaos. Chaos is one of the scariest things in it, and these are just multiple different cults dedicated to multiple chaos gods / Khorne. They got a lot of cool mechanics. They can actually mutate certain things, and some injuries they might get it back because of it. Next we have the Skaven. These are some interesting, nimble little things. So they have a couple solid hero units, and then they got these like insane fodder kind of troops, and they kind of swarm and have a lot of high movement, but they can't take a lot of damage. And also, like, their clan is like, there's multiple rat clans, and this one's like, stealth, murder, ninjas, that kind of thing. And lastly, we have the Living Dead, led by the vampires. They're pretty much what you can think of: zombies, ghouls, death, that kind of thing. I'm going to show off a little bit of the game mechanics. I'm going to load a warband. Let's see. There might be some misspellings here. I apologize. Knights of the Wolf. So it goes through different stats, like when it was created, days active, how many missions you've done. So this is like a high warband group, so it's kind of cool.
task completed.
So you can kind of like customize all your characters kind of uniquely and write in stories and lore for them, which is cool. We're going to kind of get into this. So let's get into the warband management group. And you can see your warband has a total. So you can have different heroes. And you can even like write things. So here's one of the captains. We go over customization. You can even write a lore. And you can do this for different things. So you can have all these different warbands, different kind of classes. So to kind of talk about a little bit about it, you got young bloods, which are a special hero type. Let's see if we can't hire some stuff. You can get multiple different captains. From there, you can hire marksmen, which are the long range class. You can get a smuggler. You can get like a war priest. You can get warlocks. You can get some magicians. Like you got like options, which is nice. And it's kind of cool. And you can have some permanent injuries to your group. Let's see if I have someone. Oh, this gentleman has a peg leg. Let's see if we got another person. He lost an eye. Let's go over to our captain. Has a concussion, so you can have some permanent damage that could actually knock you out of the fight, and that could actually set you back. Now, from there, you can also get some skills. Let's go over to. So this is the equipment screen. It's very easy going. You can get skill points. You need gold to like upgrade your characters, and you can get some very powerful parties after a while. That's a champion who's kind of injured, henchman injured. So you may want to like change out, who's in your party. And another thing is you can, as your warband gets up in skills, you can get certain things. You can get +1 warriors, up to rank 5 leaders and impressives. So there's different kind of ranks that you can get. Current perks up to 3 rank impressives. So you can get some certain stuff. You can get different veteran skills that might let you get different things you can buy. Reduce like your hiring costs. In that, so it gives you some good options. And then the shop always changes. So certain things may not come back after a while, so you have to be careful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change up the warband a little bit. For equipment. So here's where you can buy some stuff. It's all pretty basic stuff. Let's see. And then you can actually, depending on how well you do, give him a blitz. So that's how you get another cool little warrior. So you can change out your injured for different characters. And hopefully they do well. Next we're going to hire another character. We can get him, we can get a smuggler, we can get a champion, a warlock, we can get other things. We're gonna go with you. And give you some equipment. Increase our skills a little bit, because we're gonna do an actual skirmish. Unfortunately, we don't have, because this would take some turns to learn. So we're not going to do that yet, because we don't really have the kind of manpower. Let's give you some heavy armor, nothing fancy, because you could die, and a helmet. Got a lot of things that we can give, but we're not going to. Now we're going to do a skirmish mode. Let's see, I'm trying to find a kind of, what you call it? I don't want to play against someone. This is where I'm trying to remember some stuff. Okay, we'll go back to the main menu, because I think there's just a free skirmish, which we're going to do. Now, pretty much the goal of the game is you're kind of a race against the clock. You know what? We'll just do a whole new warband, because I don't want to affect one of my... rank 5.
So, you've decided to brave the city of the damned in search of gold and glory. There's no shortage of those who've tried before you. If you look hard enough, you'll find their bones littering the ruins. Mordheim doesn't forgive mistakes, so you'd better not make any. I'll say this for you. You've taken the first...
Alright, let's do some of this stuff. Alright. Let's go. Commander. Just different things can give us some things. We need a scout. We're gonna need some good stuff. Alright. Alright, now we're gonna just actually buy everyone that we need for our warband. Gotta go with priest. Go with a champion. By an ogre.
Task completed.
Alright, so we do have an ogre with us. That'll be good. Grab a marksman. Grab another. I like to have at least 2 marksmen in our group. Then a couple warriors. The impressive is going to be the kind of big thing. Next we're going to go to the shop. We're going to find anything. Yes, we're going to buy some of this legendary heavy armor. Buy a crossbow. Helmet. Light armor. Healing drought. Alright. So we're gonna just equip our captain, because oddly enough, I think the captain is kind of one of the best one. Fancy heavy armor. Give him a helmet. He has a sword. Give him a crossbow to be on the safe side. And a healing drought. So he can heal himself. The warrior priest. And we can't increase any of his stuff. Some heavy armor. I think that's it for everyone. Now we'll do a first campaign. So we can go to this one. Or, yeah.
Your scouts report to you that a rival warband has been spotted in the area pillaging houses. While they are dispersed and distracted, you deploy your own patrols in the hope of surprising the enemy.
Let's get to it. Now the UI is pretty nice in combat. It's very simple. It uses the keyboard and the mouse. It's very nice. That's why I kind of like this game. It tells you a lot of information that you need. It's right there. You will, and then they just die, and that could set you back. That costs you the whole game. I want to try to keep our okay. Deploy circle. We're gonna keep a lot of our big heavy hitters near each other. I guess you'll be by yourself. The champion. One of our longbowmen. Now, we won't see the enemy's movement until they actually enter in our line of sight. And there's a couple objectives. One, we got to pick up Weirdstone, which is actually very important. It's how you actually get money and loot. You also have to, the main objective though is to knock them out. Now you can either kill everyone, or if their morale falls, you can see the bar on the top left hand corner, the total morale, and for every character that dies, they'll lose more morale. Now, the initiative step, everyone has an initiative score of how quick they are. Depends on where they'll go, and you kind of got to predict it a little bit. I play cautiously, so there's a lot of me kind of just holding out and waiting for the enemy to come to me. And you'll kind of see it in the Let's Play. Now, if I had to hazard a guess, I think we're against a Skaven warband, because Skaven have a really high agility score for the most part. So we may have to just be careful of that. And one of our first goals will be to get our warband all together, because we kind of don't want to have to be engaging against an enemy. It's too far off. Oh, it's actually a human warband. I'm mistaken. So they probably went with a lot of light armor. Okay, our first character. So, again, we're going to just try to get our warband a little bit together. Now we can set an ambush stat, which means that they enter our range, they'll get hit by us. Now, the red over there means that the enemy are kind of their kind of thing. Their kind of their cart. That's the name I'm looking for. Their cart's just over here. You'll want to raid it. Also, there's the green stone on the ground is the ward stone. We also want to pick that up. Over here. I'm just trying to look for visuals. So if we go back this way. Okay, that's towards the enemy's warband. So if I remember this map right, I'm gonna kind of go that way. Alright. Put our champion in ambush. So as soon as someone comes through that door, we know their cart's over here. So we will have to figure that out. Now we could do an aim shot here, better accuracy. And we stunned him, that's good. Reload. Go to dodge. Then we got our hunter. So we know our allies are right there, so if anyone gets too close, we'll hit them. Now our impressive, amply named, we're gonna have to try to figure out a nice place for him to go, because not everywhere can he go. Big old ogre. Okay, so we know this is a young blood. He probably just broke line of sight. Alright, there he is. So So we'll have our captain kind of scout out ahead. As we kind of continue our kind of flanking maneuver. You got to be careful of some of those things. They can actually negatively impact you. They can cause, like, some ground events could do quite a bit of damage. So you should always be careful.
A new round has started.
All right, looks like they're prepping to ambush us. So we got to be careful of that. So he tried to charge us. Because we had some attack, we actually have the ability to counterattack. He recovers, he could switch. Doesn't have that many options to kind of go forward. We gotta remember to kill that guy. Now, there's a lot of things that can happen. You can actually, some of your characters might actually be afraid. If you're outnumbered, you guys might, quote unquote, poop themselves. So you got to be careful of that. You want to try to send as many of your guys at a single target, focus, and hit. Because you don't always have a chance to really do too much. Do I want to go this way? I don't want to go this way. Yeah, we'll go this way. Grab this first one. Grab the big one because it's worth a lot more.
Objectives updated.
Wardstone.
Objectives updated.
Alright. Sometimes that can give you bonuses.
Objectives updated.
Bad things. So we'll kind of hide behind the wall a bit. So when he gets close, we can hopefully ambush him. But it looks like we're going to have to go kill him. Champion is a little surrounded over here. Yeah, they're preparing to kind of do some work. Again, gonna do some good work. Reload, and then end our turn. Section. Alright. So you can identify some traps a little easier, which is good. wounded. Let's do some more damage. Alright. Throwing snapper. Guy failed his fear test. He's dealing with an ogre. I can't really blame him. But he's now gonna die. These impressives can actually do quite a bit of damage. Ogre this way. Our captain's gonna loot the one guy. Wardstone. So we took some away from them because they could potentially carry it out of battle.
Objectives
even though they die.
updated.
But we're kind of just not letting them. You're trying to cut the distance between us and the enemy. Yeah. Alright.
A new round has started.
Now, these captains, they do actually have quite a bit of, attacks. You can actually go multiple times in a round. You have to kind of be careful of that. Alright, he got surprised, so he took some more damage. So, it not doing too bad for its first go. Oh, we're close to ours, but... Alright. Alright, now we get some dodge. So you can see, even movement, your action points can really help you out. Alright, that guy's a jerk. I need to kill him. Alright, stabby, stabby, stabby. Alright. Our fighters are doing very well. But we might lose one guy. Which is very unfortunate. Make sure we hit this guy, or not. Alright, let's give this guy a, what we call a target of opportunity. Alright, didn't work. Grab some Mordstone.
Objectives updated.
Most of us. Alright, he's in Overwatch stance, which is fine. of worried about this. So they're slowly overwhelming our guys, which is not great. And I think they have an ogre too. So we're gonna have to be very careful of that. Let's see. Yeah, Bone Snapper is going to do something really. Oh, he's just short. Even though he's got an arrow in his head. If that guy tries to leave, he will die. Alright, kill you. You're dead. Take those ward stones.
Objectives updated.
Did we just literally come full? Oh, we're almost to. Oh, yeah. Completely the wrong direction. I should have used the map, but I'm like, I got this. Yeah, so he's probably gonna loot the body.
A new round has started.
He's warband. Alright, let's get you guys to that sucks. As you can see on the right hand, our combat mode, our guys are.
Objectives updated.
Okay, I thought there was dueling pistols in there. I was wrong. Send here. Alright, this guy's probably gonna come. He's got a looks like. Yeah, as you can see, he's already trying to loot our stuff like a jerk. Alright. This guy's trying to kill our captain. Switch weapon. Shanky buddy. Hopefully this guy might be able to live. Just trying to give this guy multiple targets, and he gonna have some issues. Alright, let's send Mr. Smashy. Oh, hi. Yeah, you know, for all that stuff he did to my team. Yeah, he died. Oh, he can't leave. Yeah, this guy is just snapping bones with death. But they got one too. That sucks. Alright, just started stabbing him. This is, so as you can see, like, this has gone quote unquote interesting from a gameplay perspective. Our party's not necessarily doing well. Good.
A new
Hopefully these
round
guys
has
can survive
started.
enough. Alright, you're gonna just run. So our parties are actually pretty close to both being pretty nuked. Yeah. They still got their handgunner over there. You failed. So, like, you can get, like, the high ground in certain positions. You just might have to climb. You can fail. That guy did. But you can keep trying if you still have the action points to do it. Start with a real line check. That guy's actually pretty bloody brave, that's for sure. Alright. Surprised. Ogres are going to start fighting. Two ogres fighting, they're literally going to brawl. Drought on itself. Have him go into parry stance. Trying to rush the warrior to the front. Maybe the warrior priest can get there in time. Maybe. Does have more actions. Alright. He's gonna do some fun stuff. Alright. Gonna give some to the cat. He's gonna attack. Hopefully this will do it.
A new round has started.
Got our bowman ready. That guy's loot. Right. Let's get that guy a little bit. And they routed. So that's good. So as you can see, you don't have to kill everyone in the party for them to flee. So we gain some items, and then what ends up happening is at the end of it, yeah, he's a jerk.
When the Baron hears how you decimated the enemy, he will be as pleased as a halfling in a pie shop. He may even send a bit of gold by way of gratitude.
All right. So here you can see the experience. If you put out people, you can get some points. It's semi-random. This guy lost an eye. Knocked out a few people. Impacted vision. Sometimes they may not have injury at all. All right, and that's it. Now all you have to do is pay up your party. If you go to this, you can just pay for everyone's treatment, and then pay warband. Pretty easy going. And that's all you have to do. And then you can move people that are injured, hire some new ones on, and kind of go from there. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. And I think I may do a Let's Play on this. I'm not sure yet. I really like this game. The UI is very good. The challenge is very good. You get a lot of options with the warbands. You can customize them, you can write stories. It's very roguelike, and I like it. So, it's really good. So, if first off, you can buy it. I think it was on sale, it might still be on sale. So, check it out. And if you also want to see it on the channel, let me know, and we can see about a full Let's Play. Alright everyone, this will be Aaron signing off from the Soban Network. Until next time, happy gaming, and bye-bye.